Hello and welcome to the Mythic Blackwater Behemoth guide. This boss is not much different than Heroic with the addition of one new mechanic. The boss's position is stagnant, with the raid touching the bottom of the platform to help with the new mythic ability. We completed this encounter with 2 tanks, 5 healers, and 13 DPS. Although this boss can be 4 healed, we decided to 5 heal this as it does not seem to be a DPS race unless you are out of Shimmerskin Pufferfish. The strategy on this fight is simple: keep the bioluminescence up until crossing the dark waters, keep rotating the DPS on pufferfishes, and always soak the piercing barbs. You will want the raid touching the bottom of the platform, as this allows all players to quickly and reliably soak the piercing barbs. The tips for this encounter will be broken down for specific roles. Firstly, our tank suggests that you focus your taunt rotation on radiant biomass. Taunt when it is about to fall off, as the boss does not gain dangerous amounts of frenzy due to him casting abilities. Range of melee should be popping the first puffer at the beginning of the fight, then waiting to kill the second puffer right as bioluminescence drops to reapply the debuff. This should be done on every platform. The bioluminescence cloud will only stay up for 20 seconds, and the debuff will last 45 seconds. Do keep this in mind when you're pacing your raid. Look to soak 3 piercing barbs on every platform. Normally, you would wish to have 6 to 8 players within the soak to mitigate the high damage this will do. Healers will want to focus on toxic spine targets, but will want to use their raid-wide cooldowns for shock pulse. We found coupling damage reductions with throughput cooldowns seem to work best when there is an overlap of toxic spine, shock pulse, as well as the bioluminescence fading. This will usually be the second shock pulse for every platform. The Luminous Barrier and Rapture are great cooldowns for this boss, as they will still work without the need for the bioluminescence debuff. We will now go over the mythic ability and heroic abilities that make this fight more difficult. Piercing Barb, as we discussed, will need to be soaked by 6 to 8 players within the raid. This ability will hit hard, but will be expected damage. Piercing Barb will most likely hit the soaked players for around 30 to 40% of their health. If you are soaking with a toxic spine debuff, it is advised you use a personal. Shock Pulse will be the focus of the healer's main raid cooldowns. This will hit the entire raid for 20% of their health, but due to the nature of the boss, can be deadly if coupled with low health from Toxic Spine or no bioluminescence debuff. Lastly, Toxic Spine should be the healer's main focus. This is mainly dangerous when you have a lapse of bioluminescence debuff. This does have a 5-yard radius, which can be outranged if you just use a /range 5 for the encounter. Thank you for sticking through to the end. If you believe I've missed something, I would love to hear the feedback in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like to let me know. Alas, it is time for the end of this boss. I wish you the best of luck. I know you can kill it. Farewell, fair maidens. I shall see you in the next adventure.
Absorb, engineer, belt, and
Any absorbs you got? Yeah. Refresher dots, immunities now if you have them. Yeah.
these are awesome.
Woo! 2.1k.